All right, says we're live. I'm a little late.
I'm delaying everything a little bit.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. We were supposed to do this at 7, and then yeah, we went to the Lost Sea tonight. That was bad. That was awesome. That's a lot of walking. They said it was. They said it was like 14 stories, and it's coming up. Luckily, there was 3 little rest areas. Each rest area, about half of us. All the old people were like couldn't breathe. It was funny, man. It was funny.
I ain't been there. Yeah, but I remember it was.
It,
Did you get that ready?
no, we didn't make it to Ruby Falls. We didn't. We saw the sign that said Ruby Falls, but we weren't able to actually make it to Ruby Falls because it was we were running a little late, and we were going to be even later because we were supposed to do the 4:30 tour, and we got there a little bit early, and they let us go on to 4, but it was still. I mean, I made it back here with like 5 minutes to spare by 7:30. That was rough.
Well, if you actually did a pretty good time making that. So the West Knoxville stuff.
Yes,
You actually done
it
pretty
was.
good.
It was a
So I'm
pretty
gonna post it.
okay. What is up, guys? What is up? How are y'all doing? Knoxville Dragway, K Town. They had a great race out here last weekend. A little windy for them. Yeah, the wind was rough on everybody, wasn't it? It's crazy.
Power 4 or 5 different times we had to shut everything down because the power was going out. Then when it got dark, it really sucked because all these old lights
Right.
had to cool down.
Oh my
Back
goodness.
up.
I mean, yeah, that was a long process, man.
It was. So,
That's crazy stuff, man. I mean, that's the one thing with drag racing. I mean, you're outside. You're Mother Nature. We got to have dry and moderately good conditions to doggone to race, right? I mean,
so far.
it's crazy. What's up, guys? What's up? Courtney Blaine, Luke, Will, Productions, Chandler, Bouncer Racing. What's up, guys? We're gonna go live tonight on our normal Wednesday night tech talk tonight too. That's for the members only people. Well, looks like we got like 44 people on. So that's not terrible. What's up, Chip? Appreciate it. Thanks for man. The digger die was awesome. I got my teeth kicked in by Patches. I think Patches kicks about everybody's teeth in. Him and Jared, and they're fast. I'm just glad I didn't get the hazards.
And Patches, it's like a sneaky tough, you know. Always real calm.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He don't get worked up. I ain't never seen him worked up. All I know is I was expecting the flashers to come on, but he didn't. He didn't give me the flashers. That's a good question. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess because the car was patched all together. I don't know. I mean, that's yeah. He's got some. He's got a hot rod between him and Jarrett. Man, I don't know if they're coming or not. They're like defending champions. Anytime they come, somebody asks where they come, and I haven't actually talked to them. And we were going to get on with Corey tonight, but Corey had some other obligations that he had to do, so he wasn't able to go live. We were going to go live on his channel and talk about drag racing. I don't know if you can see this camera kind of sucks on my computer screen here compared to what I normally use, but it is pretty nice outside. And it's Wednesday, and so man, weather is tough. There's a front coming through, and it depends on where you're at. We're to the north of Knoxville, of course, so we're not dead in Knoxville, but right now pulling up, we're in Plainview, Tennessee, is what my AccuWeather shows. Are we not quite there yet? So Plainview is what it kicked up for me. But when I hit on my daily for AccuWeather, right now it says 75% chance of rain Friday and Saturday cloudy with a 25% chance. And it says, high for during the day, 57 degrees. Man, it was like 88 degrees today. It was hot. I was sweating like crazy. 25% chance. And it says at nighttime, a low of 41 and 24% chance, mostly cloudy. So I mean we're going to try to make it happen right now. And then on Sunday, I mean I know it is Easter Sunday, but Sunday is going to be during the day a high of 69, 15% chance of rain during the day, and then 9% at night, low of 41. So I mean, if we get enough people here and people want to race, I mean, we
Kicker till Sunday is.
we got to wait till 12.
Yeah, I wait till about 12, probably 12:30.
Right. So we can run as late as long as the track, if we get rain, as long as you can get the track dry on Saturday, you don't have a curfew here. So no curfew Saturday. And I mean, so Sunday we could pick up or either start about 12:30. Yeah. Got church. Yeah. Good. Right. I know. Right. So right now unless it pours like 20 inches of rain on Friday, I mean, right now we're not canceling it. We understand. I mean, it might be one of those deals where, you're not going to get a ton of people from far away. I mean, I get it. I mean, because there's a higher percent chance of rain. But I mean, there's a bunch of local boys, so I mean, for small tire, you're going to try to do all the classes. I mean, they're 100% payback. Cash day style. We still got the bounty on myself. So I mean, we're going to try to do that again. So I mean, hopefully, I don't white out nobody's window on the first round like I did last time. I mean, I did change the direction of that, so that ain't going to happen to me. Although Charles did get me a little bit at Digger Die. Yeah, I noticed that when we went up, but it wasn't as bad as what I got. What was the guy raced first round that whited out his window? Oh no, I can't remember what his name is. Super nice guy, tall dude. RX-7 or 280. Virgin. Oh, Eugene. Yes, I whited his window out, and that kind of sucked. Yes, I know, right? That's what I mean. It was, yeah. So, but yeah, yes. So we're gonna try it, but it ain't gonna be as cold in it. We ain't doing the snow apocalypse. Apparently, I was telling Wes earlier. Apparently, I bring moisture with me.
Every weekend so far since we've opened.
Has it?
Either dealt with rain on Friday, been rained out on Friday, or we're here crack of dawn on Saturday driving the track every weekend since we've been open.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, it's in that cycle, I guess, where beautiful during the week, and then weekends it's like, oh no, guys, we ain't racing this weekend.
We are prepared to drive, guys. We'll give it 110%. And we drive, we will get it dry.
I think I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a good time. I have not had an opportunity. So Kelly turned this thing into a vacation for us too. Oh, they said it's hard to hear Wes. Let me pull it up. This is not my best equipment on the phone here, but there's Randy. What's up? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is the Backwards Brawl this weekend. The Backwards Brawl 2.0, not the snow apocalypse. Kelly, I hadn't even messed with my car. I still got to change tires on my car at some point. I might roll down there when we get done with this tonight and jack it up and get the tires off. Because I need to change tires, but I've been messing with the motorhome. We did get the motorhome fixed up.
Hard, guys. Y'all need to come support just for the steps of the turbo job, man. I feel sorry for
you. Dude, it was brutal. It is. It was rough. We blowed the turbo up. Y'all saw almost a big fire. Luckily, these guys up here hooked me up. We had
Scotty Whitehead come to the rescue.
Yeah, Scotty sent one of his boys, and they got my trailer off the side. Man, if we could have been filming during that hecticness, I mean, because I was trying to hook the trailer, I thought motorhome was about to burn to the ground. I mean, because it was on fire and it was smoking like crazy. I had no idea what happened, and I was just worried about, okay, well, I mean, I got to get the race car trailer unhooked from the motorhome. And I did that. I accomplished that, but luckily got the fire out. And then we got some roadside assistance, drove it up to another dude's spot, and had roadside assistance, a mobile mechanic, Chad Trent. He come and hooked us up. The bill was motorhome life is woo. I ain't never had. That's the highest bill I've ever had on anything.
That's no life matter, but you do got to tell them the story about your landing gear.
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was. But I got a little bit of video. That video is going to come out tomorrow. So where I was at, it was grass. It was very solid. I thought. And so I put my jacks down, trying to get us a little bit more room. And I had my little plastic, piece where the jack won't go straight into the ground. And so it lifted up, and I was like, okay, it got level, and then it started sinking. And I was like, oh no. And so I didn't react fast enough. And so when I went out there, the little plastic pieces had collapsed and U-shaped around the peg and went down about a foot in the ground. And it's the most red clay I've ever seen in my life up here. And so yesterday, when he was working on the motorhome to turbo, it took me about 2 hours on the front and 2 hours on the back to dig them out. Dude, it was a tire iron. That's the only thing I could get under there. I mean, I was laying on my belly, and I mean, look, I think that's infected too. That's from yesterday. Y'all, I don't think y'all can see it real good, but I popped my finger on the ground and then having to dig in the dirt, man. Whew. But we got here. He got done with the motorhome last night at 9 o'clock. And so we, headed to the track with it, cranked it up. I was scared, man. That's why he's like, all right, man, go crank it up. I was like, I'm scared. He's like, man, it's fine. Go crank up the motorhome. So we cranked it up. And, it smoked like a doggone freight train for about 50 miles trying to get all the oil out the exhaust. Back in the motorhome was anti-rust preventative. so I need to borrow a ladder. Yeah, it's protected. There ain't no rust going to happen on that fiberglass back panel. I promise you. I need to borrow a ladder too. I got as high as I could reach, was about halfway, and so the top half is still oily. But man, it's going to be a good time. We're going to try to make it happen this week. We're going to make it happen. I mean, we're going to drag race unless something comes up. But even when you go to Venture Sky, guys, I mean, we're right on the line. And Venture Sky is usually what I use versus like AccuWeather, because I can kind of tell what the moisture is doing. I don't know if you can see that real good. That right there is like right now. So this is Wednesday at 8 p.m. We're going to get some storms coming through. Here goes my professional, non-professional meteorology stuff happening. Yeah, meteorologist. So, and so when you look at these, like where we're at, there is moisture. This is on Friday, and so there's a pressure gradient here and one up here, and it's moving this way. And so what's going to happen is, I mean, right here where we're at, it says 0.06 to 0.02, 0.01 inches of rain.
What's it say? Gradient pressure?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about I've been watching the all the other meteorologists. They don't know what they're talking about either. And so it's pushing down. And so, but this is just a whole system. This is not necessarily where it's a radar, but this is where it's going to be pushing down. And then early part of the day, I mean, it just, man, it depends on how quickly it moves through. And that's 5 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock. I mean, it's gone at 8 o'clock. It's pushed off, but if it stalls out some, it might be right. Push on through. And then Saturday at 11 o'clock is, completely gone. And that's 11 o'clock at night, of course. But it depends on how quick it goes. Sunday is, going to be beautiful. It's gone on Sunday completely. But like you said, it's holiday weekend. A lot of people get off Good Friday. Some people don't get off the Monday. But if you got to, travel a lot, it might be one of those things you got. And that's the thing I don't like about promoting is I'm like, you try to, it's hard because you want to make the right decision. That's right. Because
no haul leave.
Well, because that bit us twice. The first race, we thought for sure it was going to get done, and then the night before we were like, there ain't no way it's going to get done. And then by 2 o'clock the next day, the day we were supposed to race, it was beautiful outside. That was, you almost have, you almost have to wait to the last minute, and then people either travel and, they understand that we're going to try to get it in, and you just have to make that decision for yourself if you're willing to, try to make it happen as far as a racer.
Dennis, unless it don't stop. As long as it'll quit raining, we can get track dry. Saturday, as long as it's early, if it's 6 o'clock in the evening, it's still raining, we're probably not going to get it dry as cold as it's going to get.
Right.
But as for now, it's too early to call because, like he said, it might be sunshine and 80 degrees tomorrow. You just never know. It's Tennessee for you.
I mean, it's just crazy. That's what it is. And it's crazy watching the weather and trying to figure it out. I just wish one day, sometime when we were doing an event up here, I could have like a Thursday to Sunday where it was. I know, right? The snowpocalypse. And that's what Wes, I hadn't even really been paying attention to the weather because I was dealing with all the motorhome stuff. And I'd glance at it occasionally. I was like, man, I ain't even looking at it. At this point, I'm like, right.
After a while, it drives you crazy. Just like, I give up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy, man. So I don't know. We're going to try it. We're gonna give it all we got, and we're not canceling. So if the people that have to travel 5, 6, 7 hours, if they don't want to chance it, I understand. We ain't gonna be mad at you. We understand completely. The people that are local or within a couple hours, 3 hours, and they want to come and try it, and they're willing to go into Sunday with us if we need to. We're gonna have a good race. That's all we can do. And then I'm gonna on Sunday night or Monday, I'm gonna hook the trailer back to the motorhome and cross my fingers and start heading back east. And then we have decided we're gonna sell the motorhome. We're gonna sell it. It's got a brand new turbo, $8,000.
$8,000 turbo.
It was
$5 turbo.
That
thing's got 600 horsepower sticker on the back of it.
I know that. Maybe that's why it blowed up turbo. Is because it's got a 600. So what he did find, and I'll show you on the video that's going to come out tomorrow. There was a crack all the way across the turbine housing, and so now that could have come when the turbine wheel never exploded. It was in there solid, but it's possible that when it was going, it could have cracked it. But what we think happened is it cracked at some point, and then you have it's a variable vane technology. And so it says, okay, well, it should be doing X amount of shaft speed at this RPM. It wasn't. It closed down. It had a leak. And then when I downshifted it, then all of a sudden it jammed the RPM up and it oversped the turbo, is what we think might have happened. But I don't know. Well, I guess we'll never know. All I know is it's got a brand new turbo on it now, and it drives good, actually. And it may be going out for a while because, driving it from there to here, it was driving freaking fantastic. Right.
We go south somewhere, and it come this monstrous rain. I never forget the water was like white capping across the road. And I had the cruise set on like 35, 40 mile an hour.
Right.
There was a car was coming up a hill, and it was doing like 15 mile an hour. And I get out to pass it, and the motorhome kicked down in the passing gear.
Right.
Well, then all of a sudden it went into limp mode.
Oh,
and
no.
I couldn't even get to the top of the hill. I was going good to get over to the side of the shoulder. Kristen was like about to die. She's listening. She's probably laughing about it. She's like scared to death. We hit this monstrous pothole. Felt like the front end was going to come out. You know what happened? The air box went down underneath the front of it. It sucked in water. When it kicked down into overdrive, it flattened the air filter.
Right.
Sucked it in.
That's what it's crazy, man. It is. We're so dependent on, and drag racing, budget. I'm balling on a budget. I told Kelly that the other day. I am learning that a Class A diesel pusher, you cannot ball on a budget. You've got to have some funds or availability or a credit line or a credit card that is open. Because think about it. You have a blowout on the side of the highway. Now you got to call a transfer truck repair guy. You can't jack it up. Wait till y'all see the video tomorrow too. I ain't even tell you about Kelly about me changing brakes in the O'Reilly's parking lot on Kelly's car. Dude, it has been an event. Kelly, she about lost her mind. Yeah, yeah, that's what. Yes, you're right, and that's why she about flipped out. I was like, Kelly, okay, let's find a parts store, and I'll go fix it in the parking lot. Scissor jacked it up. No tools. I had to, replenish. Now she's got a little partial toolkit in her trunk. Man, it was wild.
Was today?
No, that was Tuesday.
Oh.
That was Tuesday morning. So yeah, Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning was interesting. And then I got to go dig. Then once we got that fixed, then I ended up having to go dig out the jacks all day.
Like Clark Griswold.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's exactly what I feel like. It is wild, man. It is just wild. I mean, balling on a budget. You can't ball on a budget with Class A diesel pusher. Do I? Raffle? I could probably, I bet I could.
It's a nice photo, guys. No joke.
It's going for sale, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy me. I got to buy something that I can work on more easily. Chad, I was out there doing my digging, but I was helping Chad a little bit too. I hadn't worked on diesel. I mean, a motor's a motor, but diesels are a little bit different, especially when it's in the back and you can't hardly get to nothing. But we did find another access panel, and that helped a ton. Yeah. Well, there was one in the closet and one on the floor. And so the rear closet, not the best access. I mean, luckily Chad he's pretty slim and he was able to maneuver himself in there to get it. I couldn't have probably done it. But if I had box style diesel, where the front would come up, I could change the turbo myself. But that's not what I got right yet. So I'm gonna be selling this diesel pusher. If y'all know anybody wants this 2005 Mandalay, 2005 Mandalay 40B Cummins ISL 400. We're probably gonna list it for like probably 55 or 58,000, 160,000 miles on it, and it's got a brand new turbo.
$8,000 turbo.
The turbo was high, and then the labor. I mean, he was out there for 2 days, 16 hours worth of labor at a good rate, though. I mean, $135. I mean, most diesel mechanics now they're $200 an hour if you take it to Cummins. So, but it just adds up, I know, right? I need a wristband. Oh, and Kelly is doing. I can't remember what Kelly's doing. She's gonna be mad. She is raising money. I think she said for St. Jude. Okay. And so you buy like a little raffle ticket, and then you get a free T-shirt every round. Okay. And she's giving away a some type of blanket she made. It's a really nice blanket. So if anybody wants to support St. Jude, I think is that right? I think that's I think that's who she said it is. But and she's got on her Facebook too, where she's trying to raise money. There ain't nobody really pitched in though, so there's gonna be like one or two. We're gonna have pretty good odds right now of winning. So I mean, fundraiser for St. Jude. Yeah. What is? Wait, there's two of us. Okay, are we back? Okay, it says we're back. We're not back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, sorry guys, internet. So I don't know what happened there. We lost our my computer. I mean, it never lost actual Wi-Fi. That's what happens when you have a ragged out computer. This computer is like 4 years old and it's been dropped multiple times. I did finally get us a nice screen though, so the screen you can see. Hey, I don't know if patches. I don't know if I hadn't seen them on here. Yeah, Kelly said $1 a ticket. Going to pull a ticket for a T-shirt every round. Okay, so yeah, so hopefully she can raise some money for St. Jude. There's Brian. That's my buddy. I think Brian. What's up, guy? But yeah, man, we're trying to race, and so we are racing. We're going to do some drag racing. Have you thought about doing like a looking at the weather instead of, I know you do Friday night if it's dry enough, test and tune with a front side cash days from the front side. If it's dry enough and if there's enough people here, he normally does every Friday night. What in the world is happening? We're back. Have you ever thought about, I wonder why racetracks? So you look at the weather and you say, okay, there's a 70% chance it's going to rain on Friday, moving that test and tune to like Wednesday or Thursday. I never asked anybody that, but I've always, like, as a drag racer, I've been like, it's going to rain on this test and tune. Let's move it forward like a day or two. Or is it not that easy?
There are a lot of people, they look forward. They know Friday night's test and tune.
Right.
If we got to work Thursday, Friday, whatever. We did that thing. Had like no prep fun night on Tuesday night.
All right.
And then we had then we had regular test and tune on Tuesday. And we prepped the track, and then we had a fun night on Thursday night, where it's kind of like no prep.
Right.
Last year, and like on Thursday, some nights a good crowd. The next week we'd have like 5 cars.
Yeah, it's just hard to make it. All right.
And that was promoting. We went deep into the year.
Oh wow. All right, I got you. So you got to have something more consistent. If the rain catches it, then it just catches it.
Yeah, and we'd love to do it. We'd be here every night if people come sport.
Right. I'm here every single day.
Yeah. So we'd love to do it. And I do.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, back home, where I grew up in Lumberton, we had some real close tracks, and we would have, there was every day we could drag race. We could but they staggered their tests and tunes. So yes, they worked together. So like Wednesday was one track, Thursday was the next track, Friday was the next track, Saturday and Sunday usually was a race, somewhere.
Also have some kind of race on Saturday at 4 level.
All right. Oh, do they? Yeah, that's what Galot down there at the house. They do Thursday night test and tune. Piedmont does Thursday night test and tune, and they're packed. Oh yeah, they're doing good. Wednesday night is Thunder Valley. They're packed too. You wouldn't believe how many people come out on a Wednesday night. But it's that midweek thing is. I mean, it works well for them. But like you said, I mean, it's hard. But I've always wondered that. I was like, if I owned a drag strip, how that little book that, if I owned a drag strip, you always see it. I would be open every day, but it's just not, I guess you could if it was no prep all the time. It was just Wes would be here, just opening the gate, and y'all go have fun. Now, if you oil it down, we're done. Yeah. you get the first person to oil it down, you're banned for 2 weeks. Diapers mandatory. Yeah, that's fun, ain't it? All right, guys. Yeah. Well, Kelly said hit the like button. Can I hit the like button? Oh, I can't. I can't hit the like button.
We'll go bye-bye again.
Yeah, we got to go bye-bye.
So yeah. This weekend, guys. We're not ready to come up again. If we get in Friday, and it's just right now, it's too close or too far out. Too unpredictable.
Yeah. So we're planning on being here, and if y'all come out. We understand if you're scared of it and you ain't gonna come, but don't be mad if we out here at Saturday at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night getting first round in. I mean, we're gonna try our best. I gotta go make sure my car cranks and runs. It should. I hope. I mean, after that after Patches got me. I forgot to tell y'all too. I am going to sell raffle. I'm going to do a waffle. I'm going to do a waffle. So what that waffle is going to be, it's going to be my final round when I race Patches, the Draggy Data. Oh. The final round where I race Patches, my Draggy Data. Not Patches Draggy Data, my Draggy Data. Patches, where's Charles? Charles, you hear that? No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. I get people. The boy, they are on me all the time about why I won't ever share data. I share data all the time. I share data all the time when I make passes, but I don't ever share my time slips when we're in the race, just for that, that respect of the other racer. Now, if Charles told me it was okay, I can promise y'all would flip out when y'all saw how fast it was. And then the other side of that coin is it don't matter how fast.
Did you see the picture of it being down here about 300 foot?
Yeah. Yes. Chariots of rocket. There's a bunch of rockets though. I think people are starting to catch up, but it is just one of those things that just, I mean, it takes a long time to close the gap. Them boys put in work. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna hop off of here. We wanted to jump on for a few minutes and just chat with you guys and let you know that we are planning to race and we're gonna have a good time. And come see us, man. Come hang out with us. Later, guys.
See you guys.
Turbo John, backwards Brawl. Say it, Wes. You say it. You got the announcer.
Come on now, Turbo John's backwards Brawl, baby, 2.0 right here at K-Town.
Later, guys.
Peace out, guys.